Another day, another stabbing, another murder. This is the perpetrator. Little 15-year-old white lad stabbed to death in school where he should be safe. Now there's two things with this case I want to raise. First of all, this kid, Mohammed, had already brought a knife into school, had already brought an axe into school, and then finally brought another knife into school and stabbed someone to death. Yes, he'd already brought a knife into school, already brought an axe into school, and was allowed to bring a knife a second time, which led to murder. What were the school doing? What were the police doing? Did anyone know about this? What's going on there? The second important thing about this is the kid he killed was white. Imagine for a moment, swap the races. Imagine the perpetrator was a white 15-year-old and the victim was this 15-year-old Asian kid. Imagine the outcry. Imagine the demonstrations on the streets. Imagine the cries of racism, Islamophobia. Why are white people slaughtering brown people? Why are white people slaughtering the sons of immigrants? That's what we would have had on the streets. But because it's a black or brown person murdering a white person, that seems to be perfectly acceptable. That's just another crime. But that's how it should be. That's how it should be. A scumbag killing an innocent kid is a scumbag killing an innocent kid. We should stop focusing on their race. We should deal with it as a crime. But it only happens one way. It only happens the right way this way. Never happens the right way when we flip the races. It never does. Never ever does. And that's because we live in a country that's anti-white. We have anti-white racism all the time. I wrote a book on it. It's Anglophobia. Check it out on Amazon. Anglophobia. It's all about how we hate white people in this country. We hate British people. We hate white people. And it's not just the immigrants who hate us. We hate ourselves. We've convinced ourselves that we're bad people. We're a bad race. That everything we've got isn't through hard work. It's through stealing. It's through colonialism. It's through slavery. And all that's bollocks. All bollocks. The West is the West because of hard work, because of personal responsibility. And there's other things as well based on the foundation of Christianity. You know, there's all sorts of things that happened here. And that's why basically Western civilization is the greatest civilization ever to exist. It may be surpassed. And it may come from China. The next millennia might be the yellow millennia where China dominates. Who knows? Things come and things go. But at the moment, Western civilization. Hence why we have a mass migration problem. Hence why his parents came here in the first place. Or his grandparents came here in the first place. We need strong law and order. We need to tackle knife crime. And most knife crime comes from the children of immigrants. We know that to be true. Just look at London. We know it to be true. That doesn't mean we don't have white scumbags. Of course we do. But we need to tackle knife crime. And here's a good example of where we don't. Brought a knife to school, nothing happened. Brought an axe to school, nothing happens. Brings a knife again, nothing happens apart from a dead white kid. Appalling. Appalling. And you're sending your children to schools just like that. Your girls aren't safe because boys are pretending to be girls and want to get into their bathrooms and their changing rooms. And you can't send your boys to school without the fear of being murdered. Welcome to the 21st century UK. Welcome. Is this what you dreamt about? Is this the modern world? No. We're collapsing. Societal collapse it's called. Where nothing works and everything starts regressing. And that's what's happening. We've lost control of the streets. We've lost control of the schools. We've lost control of common sense. It's been happening a long time. But we're now at a critical point now. And the only good news I can give you is we're beginning to realise that, aren't we? We're beginning to see it. We're beginning to realise it. And we're beginning to call it out. The government's afraid. All the political parties are afraid. They're trying to catch up now with us. Reform Tories have just started saying we'll deport people. Nobody was saying that 6 months ago. Nobody was saying that. Things, I can see light at the end of the tunnel, but we've got a long way to go yet. Please subscribe. See you next time.